What's up, guys? This is Reyke, bringing you this 2-star monster highlight on a nice fire attacker here, Starroll. He comes from he's the Evo 3 version of Starrov. We looked at him a little bit in the 2-star monster highlight video. Now we're going to dive a little bit deeper into this guy. Taking a look at some of his stats here, you can see I got him 5-star, gemmed out here. I have him on attack HP with the Valor set, which is not a bad set to go with. I believe I have the 5-star gems on him, so they're not the greatest. They have flat stats, they don't have crit rate, they don't have pretty much all of them have resist on there, so they're not the best runes at all. There were some that I just had laying around. So this is Starroll. Now, just a quick reminder on his skills here. We'll pull that up. He comes with the buff breaker, 100% chance to dispel all enemy enhancements, the defense down, 60% chance to reduce the enemy's defense for 2 turns, and the critical boost leader skill. Mine is a level 5 variant, which means he gives actually 14% critical rate when he is the leader. So now, taking a quick look at his stats, he's got just over 21,000 HP, just over 2,000 attack, 1180 for the defense, and 1318 for the recovery here. And then the standard 50, 10, and 20 for his crit damage, crit rate resist. Now, pretty decent stats overall if we compare him to, I got a couple monsters here I'm going to compare him to real quick. The first one being a 3-star fire attacker, and that's Bradioff. You can pick up the Radises from the newer areas. I believe it's Aurora Plateau is the one where he comes. You can actually catch the Radises to be able to Evo 3 these guys. When we're looking at their stats, he's got 21.6 for his HP, which means he's only got about 600 more HP base than the Starroll does. He's got 2046, which is only about 30 or so more attack than the Starroll. 1400 defense and 1300 recovery. Now the defense is going to be the big one here. It's about 300 points higher base compared to the Starroll, which does make a little bit of a difference, but as far as the overall stats go, there's not a huge difference between the Starroll and the Radis here. Both Evo 3, both max leveled at 5 stars, and their stats are pretty similar. If we were to compare him to, let's say, a Evo 2 4-star monster, taking a look at Fenris here, you'll see less health, less base attack, more defense, about the same recovery as the Starroll, base stats-wise. But if we look at the Evo 3, if you're able to get the Evo 3 of a monster, this is the vampire here, Nosferatu. 21.3 base HP, so not a whole lot more HP. About 450 more base attack than Starroll, quite a bit more defense than Starroll, and about the same recovery there. But again, what we're looking at in those two there is the difference between a 2-star monster and a 4-star monster. So Starroll still not doing too bad comparatively for being a 2-star monster. And then if we compare him to a 5-star monster, which anybody in the clan has an opportunity to get, 5-star Sigurd. He is the Evo 2 version of the Siegfried egg that you can get from clan battles, so it may take a little while, but he's definitely one. So just about 2,600 attack, which is about 600 more than your Starroll. However, he is also about 5,000 HP less than your Starroll. Defense-wise, he's about 700 points more, and recovery is not too much more. But then again, this is a Evo 2 5-starred monster. If we were looking at his stats as if we look at Sigurd's stats as a Evo 1 5-star monster, here, we'll take a quick look, because that is possible. So Evo 1, which is what most people will get out of their eggs, 12, not even 13,000 HP, 2,000 attack, 1,300 defense, and 1,100 recovery. So out the gate from the egg, the Evo 1 is very comparable to the Starroll, except he's got a lot less HP. He's even got less HP when he is in the Evo 2 stage, which we're looking here. The Evo 2 stage still has less HP. You'll see that 15.9 there. And Evo 3 stage, he's still not up to the HP. So as far as survivability goes, the Sigurd still may not even match up to your Starroll as far as survivability goes. However, he is a better attacker. He's got a much higher attack than your Starroll does at Evo 3. So Starroll, pretty decent monster overall, stats-wise. We're going to go ahead and run him in a dungeon just to kind of get an idea of his damage in comparison to some other guys. So what we're actually going to do is I'm going to run Basement 9 with him in there as part of my normal team, like what I would normally be running in the basement here. So what we're going to have is we're going to have Cupid and Vampire and Odin. So this is my normal Basement 9 team. And what's going to happen here is we're going to take a look, out of energy, quick refill, boom. All right. We're going to take a quick look here at how this is happening. So as you can see there on that loading screen, Clan Shop, the 5-star Siegfried egg is one that you can pick up here. So what we're going to do real quick here is compare their damages, specifically the Starrov and the Vampire here, comparing those two. So what we're going to do is we're going to target because we got multiple of them up here. We got these guys. So I'm going to target one, send the Starrov there, 6'2", 6'2", 6'5", so we're looking at about 1,800 damage for the Starrov, or Starroll. And then the Vampire, 9,999, so we're looking at about 3,600. But then again, you have to take into account that all of the Vampires were critical hits. It was all 9s, but they were all critical hits. So we'll go ahead and just finish out this turn here. We're now going to have the defense down there. Try and get the defense down on somebody else here. So that way we can compare the two of them with defense down on monsters. So we'll go ahead and attack with Odin. We got the defense down. All right, so here we go. Vampire, defense down. We're looking at about 1,300 per hit. So that's 13 times 4. You're looking at about 52,000 for him. And then you got the Starrov, who's doing 8, 8, and 9, or 8, 9, and 9. Again, regular hits. So he's doing about 30,000, just shy of 30,000, so like 27,000 with defense down. Which in the overall scheme of things is not too bad with that defense down, which means he's going to hold his own. He's definitely not going to do as much damage as the Vampire does, but then again, like I said, the Vampire is a 4-star monster compared to a 2-star monster, so you can expect him to perform better in the dungeons. However, that being said, Starrov is definitely holding his own here and plowing through the monsters, giving the defense down. He's going to come in huge handy when we get to the boss round, because in this particular one, in Basement 9, what we have is one of the side minions gives a defense up buff, and with Starrov's buff breaker ability, 100% chance on his normal skill to take away any enhancements the enemy has. So that defense up, which would be preventing my 2 damage dealers from attacking at their full strength, is just going to go away. It's not going to be something that we have to worry about, and then we're going to be all set to go. So as we roll in here, we're going to see the boss round here. I'm actually going to take it off of auto so we can slow it back down. We're going to go after the boss here. We're going to, let's see if we can get the defense break, which we do. All right, so let's see what Starroll's Attack is, again, 999, so we're doing about 27,000 per hit there on normal. Go with the vampire, and we're looking at 13, 13, 13 again. So again, we're looking at that 52,000, but that was also a critical hit. Go ahead and do this, so that way we have attack up for the next round. Hopefully we can get Starrov to go ahead. Ooh, and his active skill is up. So let's see how much his active skill is going to do on the boss here. So we're going to go ahead and trigger his active skill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looked like 7 hits at all about 20,000 on the critical hit, which means he just did 140,000 with defense down and critting with the attack up, which for a 2-star monster is not bad at all. So now we're going to go ahead and do that. Vampire gets the retribution there. Sylvan Slam. Oh, we got the stun on Starrov. Oh, stun on everybody but Odin, so this fight's going to drag out just a little bit more here. Got the verdant beam going. Boom, boom, boom. Sap, sap, sap. All right, everybody's back to normal. Let's try to get that defense down one more time. No defense down. All right, normal attack. Actually, critical hit, so 11, 11, 11. We're looking at 33,000 on a regular attack that crits. For the vampire here, again, looking at right around that 40 to 50,000 mark there. Those were all 9, 9, and 10. And then we got the Cupid. This is doing a little bit of damage there, but it does lower the attack for us. Boom. Starrov is probably going down between the retribution and all those. Yep. So let's just go ahead and finish this bad guy off. So as you saw in that video, in that run particularly, especially at the boss fight, Starrov was packing quite a punch, especially when he did get to his active skill. He was able to punch, do a large amount of damage, single target to the boss. Same as all his counterparts did. Well, at least his other damage-dealing counterpart. So, all in all, Starrov is going to be a great 2-star attacker that you can get very early on in the game and not have to worry about, him kind of falling out once you do hit basement 9 and need those fire attackers. And like I said, the big thing with him is he's going to have that buff breaking skill. So when the golem does tend to put up that or get the defense up buff, Starroll is just going to Starrov, crawdad, whatever you want to call him, is just going to strip it right off and keep him from getting it again. So once again, guys, this is about Starroll. A nice little highlight video showing him. There he is rocking it out. He's going to be a great addition to any team, especially if you can get that variant, because then he's got the crit lead skill, which is just going to help all your monsters do a little bit more damage and blow through those levels just a little bit faster. So once again, Starroll, 2-star monster, great option as you saw moving forward in the game.